Hey there everybody, how you doing today? Welcome back to PV WolfCreek by Dashnet. How you doing, Nuts Grumpy and Bodine? And everybody else watching out there. Right, so we are back to doing a bit of farm sim today. Excuse me there for there we go, that's better. God, just had to clear my throat there for a sec. Yipes. So today, just a nice little short stream today. Which is going to be doing a couple of hours. Something I've been doing over the last couple of days is decided to do a lot of selling, put some, try and get a few more of those factories into the map. Obviously, the first one I've done so far is Pepsi. So this is still a bit of a, still landscaping it a little bit, but overall I'm kind of happy with how it's turned out. All good here. Good, glad to hear it. Not so grumpy. And so obviously I've kind of made it its own little area. I've got everything in there that it needs to get it going. And obviously electric and stuff. The only thing I did just notice is there is no shadows being cast on some of these towers. So might have to do a quick update on this factory at some point. I didn't even realise that, to be honest. Obviously at some point we are going to hopefully try and get in the pallet loading in. I have added obviously the displays to a few of these factories already. If you guys haven't checked it out, if you want it, let me know. I can drop the link in chat for it. All good here also. Good, glad to hear it, buddy. Glad to hear it. So obviously, like I said, it's only going to be a couple of hours here. Hopefully Mr. Dave will be back today. Not sure yet. I haven't heard from him in a few days. I know he wasn't feeling very well on Wednesday, which is why we didn't stream. And NBC did it instead. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, these displays are absolutely great. I love them. And obviously they will hook up to factories, silos, you name it, the whole lot. But yeah, that is something I'm definitely going to have to figure out or sort out, this shadowing on these towers. Because as you can see, there are missed. There should be at least 3 coming across there. But anyway, that's something for another day. So kind of what I was thinking of is having a nice area, drop-off area at the front, then, or the back I suppose that technically would be. And then around this other side, I'm kind of thinking maybe a car park, maybe get some maybe trailers or trucks or something parked up there, kind of like a loading area. Well, something else to work on later on. Um, Son has a sore throat, 2 girls have COVID, and the wife is starting to feel bad. Oh, well, make sure that you stay safe, buddy. Stay safe, yeah. Yipes, that is not good. Right, so the other thing I put down, which was just earlier actually, is the coffee factory, and I've done a bit of painting as well. Kind of try and get some of the lower ones in. So I think that's turned out okay. It needs a little bit of tweaking here and there, but overall it's not too bad. But yeah, make sure that you stay well, yeah. And obviously, if you need to take extra time off streaming, then I'm sure everybody will be happy with that. Something else I also did is just put a few trees in here just to separate that field from the road area. So it's slowly coming on the map. Obviously, the only thing I do need to work on today is going to be my olives and my coffee. So I do need to grab a trailer, so that's why I was in here. So let's bring this over. I should probably drop off the Brux for the minute. So obviously I'm going to be using the new coffee harvester. I don't think I've seen anybody using it yet in stream. So it'll be kind of interesting to see how it works. There we go. Right, so I need to get these trailers out of here. So, preferably without crashing, holy heck. COVID's been around for nearly 3 years, and my eldest daughter went to latitude fever. Typical. Actually, touch wood so far. Apart from my daughter who had it, a mild case of COVID, we've been pretty lucky in this household. I think I'm going to be a bit tight getting in here. Might have to go around the other side and grab them. If I can see them squeeze up. There we go. That's not too bad. So something I have been working on is a cotton gin production. Whether this is actually going to be coming out for these maps, I don't know yet. We have to obviously need to still speak to Dave about it. But yeah, it is a work in progress at the moment. Um, Obviously, the biggest issue is trying to find companies that actually do cotton gin. So far, I've found two. One, based in America. One's in the UK. The American one, I cannot find any like bottle visuals for like the HUD. So what I'm basically on about is if you come into here, obviously all these little icons. These have been created obviously based on mostly real things. So obviously when I go through, let's see what ones have I done. So say for instance the vodka factory, or even like these ones here. These are actually based on real products. I'm kind of having issues with the American brand. Hey Cabo Mikes, how you doing, buddy? Trying to find decent images for the bottles. Because what I was kind of thinking is, if I can find them, there we go. So obviously these are the Sam Adams beers, basically lagers, whatever you want to call them, ales and lagers. Obviously they're actual pictures of bottles. I haven't been able to find an American company that has the images on Google yet. I have found an UK company, so I'm still going to look into that anyway, and hopefully at some point we'll be able to get maybe a new factory out for you guys. Hey LPs, good and you? Not too bad, thanks. Not too bad. Just chilling out, taking it a little bit easy. I did do a lot of selling the other day. One thing we do need to try and get in is possibly Not So Grumpy's Pie Factory. Oh, I have got so many peanuts. Obviously, one thing I do need to try and figure out is what to do with carrots. I have got so many carrots and so many peanuts from my last harvest. It is ridiculous getting. Right, so let's leave that there for a minute. So obviously this is the new coffee if you haven't seen it on the maps. Obviously there are placeable ones that you can harvest, kind of like all the other ones. So like your grapes, your blueberries, and olives and that. Obviously, as you can tell, these are quite a lot bigger than these guys, which are the blueberries. And obviously, if you were using the old coffee harvester, the harvest seems to get stuck on these plants. So hence why you do need to use the Jacko, the K3500. You're doing great. Good. I'm doing pretty good, thanks. And this is a bit of a beast, really. I kind of like it for the simple fact you do not have to back up on your row to unload. So if you guys haven't checked this guy out, it actually has a pipe that comes out. So you could actually go up, say, a row previously and unload that way with your trailer. And obviously the arm and that can move up and down and such. So yeah, it's a really kind of cool little thing. So this is what I'm going to start off with now. Right, so I haven't actually used this much yet, so it's kind of getting used to the wheel pivoting and stuff. Alright, so there we go. So obviously you can fold it. Obviously when it's folded it'll be lower position. Unfolded is when it's going to be higher. Then all you do is turn it on. Obviously you got the little shakers inside, dropping the coffee beans onto the, I suppose, the little belt at the bottom or something. Yeah, from the looks of that. So, and if you haven't had a look inside, it's very basic. So, but you can see everything that you need to. It's kind of a nice little vehicle, to be honest. So there we go. I'm going to just do it outside first of all, because first time I've used this thing. But yeah, I've got a small field of coffee to harvest, and I've also got the olives just next to that. But let's put that on cruise so I can just keep going straight. There we go. But yeah, obviously if any of you guys have got any questions, you're more welcome to drop them in chat. Actually, one thing I will do, I'm hoping that's taken all the coffee off there. Looks like it. Okay. I'm going to jump over to Stream Raiders, get the first one up and running if it's going to behave today. So let's jump over there now. So obviously this is a new map. Obviously I finally got the thing to work. Obviously the last time I tried doing this, it kept misbehaving and such. So yeah, but obviously if any of you guys do want to join in, you're more than welcome to. The link is now in chat. And let me see who I can place down. It's going to be quite pretty effective. Oh, where are you? There you are. So let's go with this guy right here. We're dropping right in the bottom there. But yeah, if any of you guys want to join in, just click on the link, place your unit down, and obviously in 30 minutes time I'll get that up and running. Until then, I'm going to just carry on harvesting. And actually, while I'm here, before I carry on, hey King of Timeouts, how you doing, Mr. Michael? I'm going to do a couple of shout outs. So let's do Mr. Nuts a Grumpy Dwarf, if it's going to behave or not. There it is. Now why is it not bringing up the link? Let's try that again. See, it's been a few days since I've done any shoutouts on here, so it's probably going to hate me for this. Let's try again. It doesn't want to. That's very, very weird. I think Twitch or something is having a funny 5 minutes. But obviously, if any of you guys want to, you're more than welcome to go over, check out Nuts Grumpy Dwarf. Obviously, he is an SGA member. Let me just look at my settings, make sure everything's set up. Yep, that's looking fine, that's fine. Okay, yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. That's fine. And Cloudbot, make sure you are turned on. That's why. There we go, let's try that one again. Helps if Cloudbot was turned on. Let's see now. There we go. Silly thing. So obviously go over, make sure to check out Nuts a Grumpy Dwarf if you're not already. And I am going to do Mr. Cowboy Mike's as well. Let's do it you. Let's see if it'll do it with the at. Save him. And there we go. So make sure to go over and check both of those guys out. They're awesome streamers. Definitely well worth checking them out. Obviously, Nuts Grumpy is obviously working on a map currently, or playing on the map, I should say, WolfCreek, on a server. So obviously, if you've got any questions, best aim them to him when he is streaming. Calling me Mr. Whoa, thank you, I'm honoured. Good, glad to hear that you are honoured. You're doing okay, I guess. Just a lot going on this week, and I'm exhausted and still have more to do into the weekend. I just need a break already. Yep, I know that feeling well. There we go. It's kind of strange with the front pivot there turning around. But might see if I can add a bit of colour to this thing, I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, Wednesday's stream went really well. My daughter was really happy with it, to be honest, if any of you guys were there checking it out. Obviously, gonna try and make that maybe a bit of a regular thing over the summer holiday. So you guys can see the different sort of games that she plays. And who knows, I might even throw in a bit of Satisfactory from time to time. I don't know yet. We'll have to just sort of wait and see, really. But it's mainly going to be for her on Wednesdays. And I am looking at getting a new mic for her as well. I've had a look. Going to try a few different ones, see what suits her best, whether she wants to go for a headset like what I've got, or just end up getting like a microphone on a boom. Not sure yet, so then we can hear me and her both speaking, so we shall see. And obviously I do need to do a little bit of research before doing it, so yep, we'll get there eventually. Obviously, I did look into the Twitch terms of streaming type thing, and obviously, because of her age, she does need to be accompanied all the time whenever she is streaming by an adult. So, streaming on her own is going to be a big no-no until she is of age. There we go. Probably won't be around for Dave's stream this afternoon. I got to play mechanic on my friend's car, then come home. That's okay. To be honest, I'm not even sure if he's going to be streaming today. I do see Mr. NBC in Discord, but he is in non-streamers lounge currently, so doesn't want to be disturbed. Bless him. But obviously, if any of the guys do jump in, I'll jump into Discord and can have a little chat with them at some point. But yeah, I really hope that Mr. David is okay. Up, back up, back up. Right, so we got to round about there. So pipe out, and I'm hoping. Oh, is that going to be too big or too small? I don't know. Right, can I raise you up a little bit? I can. And God, these controls are a bit weird. Might just about get away with that. So let's go grab my tractor. If I can. There we go. Obviously, if you're placing these down, what I would recommend is maybe leave a little bit extra gap between them. Obviously, if you've got them already placed down, you can get up and down here quite easily, as you've seen there. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit tight, I think, unloading, but we shall see. Here we go. Obviously, for update-wise, I think most of the stuff is now out. Oh, crying out loud. I think I might have to take that thing off in a minute. On the front, the Brooks. Yeah, so update-wise, I don't think there's going to be much more to come, really. I know that Dave did mention about, obviously, the cotton gin, which I am working on. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to take that off a sec. But yeah, I know he does want to obviously get the solar plant, I suppose is the best what it's called, into the game at some point. But having it as a buildable if possible. Right, so this is going to be quite tight. I don't know if I'm going to get my tractor up here, in all honesty. I may have to, after this harvest, replace them. So there's a bit more of a gap. Yeah, yeah, I ain't got to get up there, am I? Dang it. This is going to be troublesome. So let me drop that one there a sec. We'll drop that one there. Thankfully, I do have a smaller tractor just down the hill there. Jump over there quickly. Also, one thing, actually, while I'm in the menu here, a few people have asked about the priority system on here. For any of you guys who aren't aware of or even how to do this, so simply put, the lower the priority number, the higher the priority is going to be. So say, for instance, you have a sawmill with two pallet productions. If you have one set to 1 and one set to 2, obviously the priority is going to go to whatever is number 1. And then once 1 is filled up, it'll then cycle through to number 2 on the here. Obviously, if you want to change it, all you do is highlight the product and then just change it either with the return key, like what I've just done there, or you can actually change it down at the bottom here. So obviously if I was to just set that to 1 for instance, if I have any resin, that is then going to transfer across automatically first to this building, and then any other buildings that need resin. Obviously that can be added to all of these different lines as well. So if you want to say, for instance, set up 2 flour mills, but you wanted one to kick in first before the other one, obviously set that first one to that priority 1, and then the second one to like priority 2 or 3 if you wanted to. So yeah, that should help you guys out. And I wanted that tractor down here. I haven't quite got through to changing this guy yet. I'm kind of hoping that trailer is going to go down the aisle. The only thing is it looks kind of tight, to be honest. Actually, let's see if I can use my wheel. Oh, my wheel is really not having any of it today. It is horrible. Back to the keyboard and mouse then, I guess, for now. But yeah, how are you guys all getting on with, obviously, your games? And obviously, what games are you actually playing at the moment? That is the key. Are you still playing Farm Sim, or have you gone on to do the Satisfactory or Crash Bandicoot? Yipes. I'm hoping this thing was going to get down that aisle. I'm not sure if it is, because it's pretty tight, to be honest. What I may have to do is actually back it up and just unload it at the end there. Let's have a little look, see if I can turn in. Come on. Yeah, that is definitely not going to fit in there. That is such a pain. Okay, so we're just going to have to back up for the minute. Just wanted to check to see whether it would or not. Yes, I'm wondering, I guess the spacing or something with the new coffee has been slightly adjusted when it was added, I don't know. But yeah, I think I'm going to have to definitely replant them once this harvest is done. Which is a bit of a pain, really. Here we go. Right, so let me back that up. There. Yeah, for curiosity, have any of you guys done the coffee yet? The new coffee harvesting? Right, so if I leave a bit of a gap there, that should be fine. And where are you there? Yeah, that is very, very tight. Would be kind of nice if you could pivot it right to the towards the back. That'd be kind of cool. But saying that, I do have a nice gap in the middle there. I could definitely fill in with some new coffee. Hey, Geordie lad, how are you doing, buddy? Also, we do still have Stream Raiders running. Currently 17 minutes on the clock. And how many have we got so far? 32 allies put down. Nice one, guys. Obviously, if you want to join in, you're more than welcome to. Oh, excuse me. Heck, which aisle was that? That one? That one. There we go. Yeah, all you need to do is hit exclamation mark Raiders in chat and it will give you the link. How you doing, Mr. Wimmer? What's that? I'm in your...
Thanks for the sub.
And thank you very much, G-Dog. How are you doing, buddy? Thank you for the tier 1 subscription for 7 months streak. Wow. Alright, let's give you a shout out as well. G-Dog. Helps if I can spell. D-A... Heck. I cannot spell today at all. That is not good. Let me do it this way instead. There we go. So make sure to go check Mr. G-Dog out. Obviously he does a bit of Farm Sim 19, Farm Sim 22, plus a lot of other different games. Definitely well worth checking him out as well. Um, good thanks. Building IKEA shelves. Oh, nice. They're not the Billies, are they? Went to IKEA a few months ago, bought some Billy shelves for the living room. So that, yeah, they are lovely shelves, to be honest. I've had quite a few different things over the years from IKEA, and they definitely last a fair while, that is for sure. So you've been playing a little bit of Building Simulator. I remember watching. Very interesting game how they've set that one up. And actually talking about games as well, for any of you guys who are interested, currently on Epic, Lawnmower Simulator is for free. So if you're into cutting lots of grass, definitely go over grab that while it's free at the minute. Obviously that is on Epic. Actually I grabbed it earlier, so and added that to my Epic library. So who knows, I'll maybe check that out. And Mick Gaming 20, thank you very much for the raid of 1. How are you doing, buddy? And did you have a good stream? Let me give you a shout out. Oh, fiddlesticks. What am I like? There we go. Doing a bit of FS22. Cool. You're very welcome. Did you have a good stream, buddy? And what map are you on? Out of curiosity. Make sure to go over check him out. Who knows, he might be your next favourite streamer. In the words of Jababo, bless his cotton socks. I installed two straight talk and wireless displays earlier. Ah, okay. There we go. I think I'm going to have to unload when I get to the far end of here. So, yeah, these are definitely a lot nicer coffee looking plants, that's for sure. Obviously the Jackto coffee harvester is on the in-game mod hub for any of you guys who haven't checked out the obviously PV WolfCreek map and the new coffee plant textures. Definitely a lot nicer. Kind of wish that the olives were maybe the bigger trees, where we could have maybe a olive shaker type thing underneath. It'd be kind of an interesting thing. He was on Bourne Heath. Alright, what's the map like? There we go. And how are you getting on with it as well? Obviously this is mapped by Dajnet that I'm currently on, which is PV WolfCreek, for any of you guys who haven't checked this out. Obviously this is his first one that he's done for 22, and he kind of kept it simple really. He basically took the base map Elm Creek, which is in the center of this map, and expanded it out to a 4x sized map. And basically it just kept it very simple around the outskirts, made it a no man's sort of style land where you could actually create a little bit of your own twist on it. Obviously I started adding a few fields here, there and everywhere. Obviously I'm kind of working my way around the map. That's kind of how, obviously I started in the center. Obviously if you start on this map, you will be starting down here in new farmer mode, and you'll get fields 44, 45, 66, 67, and then the 61, 62, 63. So down in this little corner here, obviously you get the whole map to play with and go a little bit wild, should we say. Hello, Mr. NBC. Do some work? Nah, I don't want to do that. You like the map a lot? Good. Glad to hear it, buddy. Glad to hear it. And let's give Mr. NBC Metadata a shout out. Obviously, he is another fellow map creator like Dajnet. Obviously, they're got, as far as I'm aware, both of them are going to be doing a 60next map for kind of looking at the end of the year. And while we're out, why don't we just jump into Discord and say hello, Mr. NBC?
Hey, Mr. Alpaca.
How are thee doing today?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm not doing too bad, thanks.
Question for you.
Okay,
Did you go back and watch the podcast from Tuesday yet?
I did.
You see someone else has a thing for alpacas?
I did. That's a llama, actually.
Close enough.
Yeah, Mr. Laws. He's got a thing for llamas from the looks of it. Bless his cotton
Man,
socks.
I was watching that and I'm like, oh
There
man. Oh man, it's Billy all over again.
we go. I was live for 11 hours, and thanks for the showers, mate. Question. 11 hours, wow, mate, that is cool. And what's your question? You can just drop them straight in chat, and I can't remember where the heck I got to. That one there, okay. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to replace these coffee plants because they are a little bit tight for getting trailers down. Which is a bit of a pain, but oh well. Yes, I watched it all and that. Actually, I was watching it this afternoon, to be honest. So
Oh, were you?
yeah, it was pretty quiet on Twitch, so I thought, why not just shove it on and I'll see what they were yakking about. So, but yeah. Oh, you got the container sorted out, did you, Mr. Wimmer? Cool. T Miller definitely will be happy with that. But yeah, this map has mining in it. It's got multi fruits. Obviously, the mining area is down in this corner here. Fruit wise, in addition to obviously your base game stuff, we have obviously coffee and blueberry, which are on the vines, which I'm doing at the or coffees I'm doing at the minute. Also have peanuts, lavender, mustard, cranberries, hemp, carrot, rice.
Hey, G-Dog.
Did we add Ryan Miller? I think we did as well. If I
Hey,
remember right.
Wimmer.
Yeah, and those two. So yeah, cool. Mr. T Miller, how you doing, buddy? There we go. So the large cow barn, the mineral feed doesn't seem to feed in from pallets. So with that, because I've actually got some of them down, what you need to do is you bring your pallets around to the side here, and there's a little trigger just in the front here. If I just bring it up, this is where you want to drop it down next to where the silo is, and it will feed into there. Oops, shoot, didn't mean to do that. So that's all you need to do is drop them here, and what I'll do once that is in the cow barns, obviously the little robot will then kick in on the hour, and it'll top it up on the hour. Okay, so it's not going to constantly run. So what I would recommend if you do have this cow barn, for the first time when you add your animals, is to feed them fully, and then just run through. Oh, thank you for that. Shout out for Mr. T Miller. Yeah,
Not
what?
a problem.
Bless you. Yeah, what I'd do is obviously fill it up first of all, and then just let the robot just top that up as you go in. But yeah, the mineral feed just literally goes on the side on the floor there, and it'll basically fill up that. I've put about 4 or 5 in there so far, and I don't even think it's filled up properly. So hopefully that does help you out, Mick Gaming. And where are we? There we are.
Oh, yeah, I see him.
Um,
G-Dog, right?
yep, I gave him one, but if you want to just give him a shout, you're more than welcome to as well. There we go. Yeah, I suppose what I could technically do is take out every other row. So I think I'll probably end up doing that. Out of curiosity, have you heard from Dave recently? I know he wasn't feeling very
Mm,
well on Wednesday, was he?
yeah, he had a bad headache and stuff.
Yeah.
So I have not heard from him in a day or so.
Okay. Kind of worried about him. Bless him. Okay, must be the map issue with Borns. It's possible. What I'd probably recommend is maybe load up one of the base game maps and try it that way as well. But yeah, this should definitely go in there. If not, even try load them into a trailer and then load them in that way. There we go. Now the only thing that's going to be a bit of an issue is that tree right there, so I may have to get rid of that. Only problem is I'm not sure if I own that land that's on. Oh crap, no I don't. I'm a bit short to buy it as well, so I might be fiddling around with that one. And yeah, thank you very much NBC for those shoutouts. Much appreciated, buddy.
Not a problem.
Okay, so it could be just the map then, yeah. It could definitely be the map then. It's a bit of a pain when that sort of thing happens. The thing is, some map creators will leave things out of the fill type, so it's possible that it can't actually be used for the cows, I guess, which is a bit daft. There we go. It's like with the base game trees, for example. Obviously, there's quite a few that are on, say, the European maps that aren't on Elm Creek, for example, which was kind of one reason why I sort of went through and created that little pack that's on the SGA website for you guys to try out. I know that Mr. NBC's used it a couple of times. I've been using it a heck of a lot, that's for sure.
What'd I use?
My little tree pack, it's got like the poplar
Oh yeah.
trees and stuff. That is great.
Yep. I've got that in there.
Yeah, it was mainly the poplars I was actually after. That's why I kind of did it. Obviously, one thing would be kind of interesting to see. Obviously, it's not been confirmed or denied yet. Is obviously whether we're going to get access to, or map makers are going to get access to, like the tree type, new tree types, and the productions and such.
Yep. It's been passed up, and we are waiting to hear back.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Just got to wait and see, really. Definitely. How are we getting on? We've got 2 more minutes on Stream Raiders. Well, just under 3 minutes on Stream Raiders, so getting there slowly. And hydrate. Thank you very much, NBC. So, how are you enjoying your time off?
Be nice if it was actually time off.
Yeah, I heard that you had to actually go into work. Was it yesterday?
Yep. So check this out. I was supposed to have the whole week off
Da, da, da.
starting on Sunday.
Yep.
I had Sunday and Monday were regular days off. Okay. Um, Tuesday I took vacation day.
Yep.
Wednesday I had to go into the office. Um, Yesterday I was off, but I was on my email most of the day.
Oh,
I'm off today. Tomorrow I gotta
yep.
go. I gotta get up. Well, actually Sunday morning I've got to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning to be somewhere to take someone to take a bunch of people to the airport,
Mhm.
and I got to drive the bus. So for a week off, I enjoyed about 3 days of it. So,
Oh, wow.
and then
Well,
they
sometime I suppose.
complain that they're like, yeah, and then they'll complain, well, why aren't you using up your leave days? Well, I don't know, because every time I take leave, I work more.
Yeah, I remember those days. And thank you very much for the hydrate, the posture check, and the stretch.
Sure, not a problem. That's what I'm here for.
And thank you very much, guys, for your epic units being placed down on the battlefield. Obviously, the last minute and a half before I need to get that first one up and running. But yeah, my daughter really enjoyed streaming on Wednesday.
Oh, your daughter streamed?
Yep, she was on
Oh
here with
man,
me.
I missed it.
Yeah, she was doing a bit of Jurassic World Evolution 2.
Ah,
Obviously,
okay. I did see you go live with that. So that was your daughter.
that
Okay.
was my daughter. Yeah, obviously, because of the terms and conditions and stuff for Twitch, obviously, it does have to have an adult there with her, because obviously she's not
So
over
why were you
17.
there?
Funny. Yeah. Obviously, one thing I do need to sort out is a mic at some point for her. Still kind of deciding whether to go for a second headset if I can get that hooked up, or just end up getting like a boom arm for when she's streaming. Then just use my headset when like days like today, for instance.
Yep.
But yeah, she definitely enjoyed it. Half an hour after the stream, she turned around to me and said, "When are we going to stream next?" Blimey.
Perfect.
So yeah,
That's awesome.
she definitely loved it. Okay, so don't know what she's going to be streaming next though. Whether she's going to carry on with the Jurassic World or if she's going to show off like Roblox or one of our other games. But for now,
Satisfactory.
she doesn't really play it. I do though.
Oh, are you any good at it?
I'm crap. I just cannot get my head around the power and stuff. Actually, that's something I do need to do again at some point. Is add more generators
Yeah.
and
I'm
that
actually
one.
going to start doing some tutorials on Satisfactory,
Yeah.
streaming them live for people that have questions and stuff.
Well, it's easy enough. But actually, while I think about it, let's get Stream Raiders sorted out, and then we can carry on with this. So we do have 100. Holy heck, 112 units down. Holy crap! I think that's got to be the most for me. So let's grab that guy. Good luck, guys. Here we go. Should be a nice, easy win.
Unless you lose.
You've always got to be down, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. If you lose with that many people, there's an issue.
And just like that, it is completed.
It's not
Well
even
done,
that hard.
guys. There we go. So, and the 3 random rewards are going to Amy, Erup, Don B here, and Eritrea. I think that is. I have no idea how to pronounce that. But well done, guys. And look at that, I'm getting another little reward as well. Seems like it forever since I've done any Stream Raiders. Because obviously the last time I tried streaming, it wouldn't come up. And obviously last week I wasn't here because of cat issues, and then great fun. Right then,
Still
so
not so grumpy.
there we go. So anybody who just joining us who wants to join in, you're more than welcome to. Link is in chat at the moment, and I'm just trying to figure out who I am going to use today for this battle. I can't even see where the characters are.
Has anybody seen
Uh,
Welsh Wizard recently?
Wash Wizzy? Nope. There we go, guys. So while you guys are placing down, I'm going to carry on harvesting my coffee. No, I haven't seen Wash Wizzy actually, to be honest. Is he in trouble? Please say he's in trouble.
He didn't say yet.
Actually, I'm going to show you guys a little preview of what I've been doing, because I mentioned about it earlier. So let me jump over to the desktop. Obviously, I did mention that about cotton gin. So I've basically taken 3 buildings from the maps and kind of combined them into one. And this is kind of what I've got at the minute. I think it's kind of cool. I've done a little bit of retexturing. So obviously this building at the front is going to be like the main production, I suppose is the best way. I looked at about 3 or 4 different buildings, and this one for some reason just kept singing out to me for this one. Obviously I've gone through retextured it, so obviously it's normally this sort of brown brick effect all over it. I spent about an hour or so redoing it this afternoon. I think it turned out quite well. Obviously, I think it's the tanks and stuff like that. It just sort of makes it a little bit more of a process, like a drink processor, I suppose. I was kind of thinking, what you call them, fermenters or something like that. Kind of
Oh
ideal.
yeah. Yep.
So yeah, I've gone for that. So obviously this is going to be the main building. I kind of wanted to make it its own little complex, really. So obviously I've just added some a warehouse at the back and like a power generator. I'm kind of going to add some fencing around the back there, and I'll probably end up having the pallets spawning on the top here, so you can actually drive in and pick them up from here. I'm not sure where the unload is going to be yet, but obviously that building itself is currently being used as the paper mill um, on WolfCreek and all the other maps. Obviously I've just retextured it. One thing I obviously do want to do on the front here, oops, is to put an actual company logo on there. Um, but like I said earlier, I've only been able to find 2 companies. One's based in America which is the Loomis um, gin. So obviously that's their logo, but I can't find any images of like their bottles or anything. The other one is Otterbeck, which is based in, as far as I'm aware, the UK. But I've found a fair few different sort of bottles that I can use for like the HUD images. And obviously they do have like different varieties. Obviously you've got for instance that one is just the basic cotton gin. There you've got a sort of winter, maybe a chilled version. I'm not sure exactly what the difference is. I'll have to look at the recipes and stuff like that, or what the difference is. Um, they do a couple of others. I'm kind of it's not that one. I think it's that one then, is it? Yeah. So obviously this one here is it's a little bit blurry, but it says strawberry and pink peppercorn. Now what I was kind of thinking, obviously we haven't got pink peppercorns, but we do have peppercorn, haven't we, on the map? So what I might do is just take out the pink pepper, the pink part, and move the peppercorn across. So it's strawberry and peppercorn. We'll see about that. I'm not sure yet. So obviously that's another gin they do. I'm not sure exactly what this green one is. It just says a garden gin. So I might add that as well. So there's at least 3, maybe 4 different products, and obviously that's a UK based cotton gin. Obviously coming out of it is obviously going to have your cotton gin. There's going to be a cotton fabric, I believe, as well as what was it? Oh, there was something else. Oh yeah, cotton seed oil was the other one as well. So obviously this is still something I'm working on. I kind of like that image where that's kind of what the US version, from what I understand. But if any of you guys know of a cotton gin company out there, let me know, and I will see if I can find like images of bottles and stuff, unless you can find them yourselves. Obviously, if it is an American one, it would help, to be honest. But yeah, it's kind of a work in progress anyway. Let's put it that way. But that's kind of what I've got done so far. I'm kind of liking it. It looks okay. It's not too big. The currently the plain size, give you an idea, is 50 by 35. So probably around about the same size as the Pepsi factory, I guess. Maybe slightly smaller. But yeah, that is what I'm currently working on at the moment. Obviously, another thing I am working on, I've actually got it in game, is the product storage from 19. Obviously, that's the one that holds the stuff from like the orchards and the greenhouses. I've got it in game. It's error free. It spawns pallets exactly the same as Dave's storages that he's done, which I'm really proud of. The only thing I've got to do is just tweak where the actual pallets are spawning. But I've got the doors working, the pushers and everything. So that was a pain in the butt. But obviously now that I've actually got one fully completed, I can then focus on getting the last few bits sorted out on the other ones that I've been working on. Because obviously it's going to be for the next map, not this one. Because obviously the size of them are quite big, really. I might even load up my test map just to show you guys. There you go. There's that. One thing I did do is take the displays off the side. For the simple fact is obviously we do have the display mod now. Obviously Dave was showing off in the last one. Obviously I've got it on a couple of my factories already. So yeah. And Fend, I think that is. Thank you for the Epic Warrior and Buxier. Wow. For the Epic Popsicle Warrior. Much appreciated, guys. And how are you getting on so far? We've got 22 minutes remaining, 22 allies already placed down, so that's kind of nice. There we go, come on, spinning you around. Not too bad. I have started setting up a little storage area just in the distance there, you can just about see the start of the yard. I'm going to put a few more buildings down. It's kind of going to be for storing my harvesters, for doing like the vineyards and stuff like that. Obviously, currently I've got 3 silos full of peanuts. So obviously they're literally right across the road from Plances, so I can just literally ship them straight across if it need be, and when I needed to. Kind of hoping there's going to be kind of another factory or something for using peanuts in, I think. Maybe have like pig food or something, I don't know. Not even sure if Dave added it to any of his factories yet. And I gate a gate looks like a coal gate to me. Anyway, so thank you very much for the epic archer. Yeah, fun and games, that is for sure. So have you been doing any map creating recently?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I don't know how to create a map.
I do not believe you.
I don't know. Time will tell. I'm being very secretive.
I know. Both you and Dave are. Yeah, all I seem to know is that both of you are doing a 16x map. Obviously, Dave showed off a little bit of his map during the streams. But it's kind of interesting to see what Mr. NBC comes up with. NBC's very low, is he? He's speaking loud as heck in my ear. Okay, it's up
I'm
here.
sorry, Yoppies.
So he's on 127 currently, so that's pretty loud.
Wow, 127. Jeez.
And you're hitting the red line as well when you're talking. Wow.
Dave did give me a compliment the other day, though.
You were quiet at one point. What's that anyway?
So the other day we were talking, and during one of the streams, because I've been doing a lot of throw up streams this week,
Yeah,
and everything.
that one.
He hopped back in, and I'm like, I said something. He goes, "No, you're the only person that if I want to sleep when you're streaming, I have to take the headphones off. Everybody else I could leave on." I said, "Well, I'll take that as a compliment."
Yeah, definitely. Actually, yeah, I remember hearing him say that as well. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I think you were
So,
doing weren't you doing I think it was Farm Sim or something, weren't you?
so yeah, Tuesday I did Farm Sim.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Tuesday.
Yeah, 'cause I had literally just gone to bed when you went live. I thought, oh, you sod.
Yeah.
NBC's better. Good. Hey, Far Cry, how are you doing? Good morning, all. Have a host for you. Much, much appreciated. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, so also, like I said, this is only going to be a short stream today. Hopefully, Mr. Dave will be back. If not, I'm sure we can find somebody else to raid over to. But yeah, it's kind of unusual not hearing from Dave. Hope he's okay.
Yeah.
I know Mr. Boomhauer's been pretty much sat in Discord all freaking day. It's only
Yeah.
in the last hour,
His
really.
schedule's all. Yeah,
Yeah,
his schedule's all messed up too.
yeah. Playing far too much. That Captain of Industry. He is. Ah, you've just finished streaming yourself. Okay then. What were you streaming? Out of curiosity.
A game.
Yeah, which game? Well, actually, he could have been doing hand knitting, or I don't know, just chatting.
Yeah, I don't picture Firecrow doing hand knitting. Chatting maybe, but not hand knitting.
Maybe a bit crocheting. I do. I do
That's
crocheting.
that. I used to. I used to. I just don't have
FS22 on
time.
monthly server. Oh, cool. Which map? I'll have to do. Make sure I spell that right. There we go. Oh, as you're a fellow streamer, I will give you a shout out. Make sure to go over, check him out. Who knows? He may be a pretty good streamer. Creek is. Oh, okay, yeah. So that's kind of cool. Out of curiosity, because obviously you mentioned about cross play and stuff. Um, do you allow anybody to jump in, kind of like how Yosho is, or do you just have a set people playing with you? Because it's kind of nice to know if you have it open up for other people as well. Because there's a lot of people out there on console who keep popping in every now and again saying, "Oh, do you know anybody who does multiplayer and stuff?" And obviously, if we can point them like to Yosho or even yourself, if that's okay, it's handy to know. And I'm going to need to empty this out. But what's the chances of getting up the far end there? Yeah, so it's basically my coffee and the olives are my last crops currently ready to harvest. I've literally got a handful left. Just save that. To harvest still. Um, let's see. I want that one. So as you can see, most of my fields are now harvested. I've got 30, 33, 34, 25, and field 50 left to harvest. Which ones are the as well as my poplars over here. So I'm kind of hoping maybe over the weekend to get them done. Then I can obviously go through, get mulching done, get the fields prepped for the next lot of crops to go in. Okay then, cool. That is good to know. So obviously if I hear anybody who wants to join the multi-server crossplay, I'll definitely point them in your direction, buddy. But yeah, obviously if you are playing on a server, one thing is please be respectful, not only to obviously the server person who owns it, but to everybody else. Because obviously if you get one douchebag on there, then less and less people will be willing to do open servers. Yes, I did say douchebags. There we go. Ah, hey ho! Fun and games, guys. Alright, so I've got olives. Yeah, I think this is pretty much going to cover me for the rest of the freaking stream, I think. I've only done like half of these coffee. I'm already gone through half of this stream. Yipes. It's running auto drive and course play. Ah, okay, cool. Yeah, that's two mods that I've not played around with that much on 22. Right now. I've done a little bit with auto drive on PV Uncharted, but that is literally all I've done with both of them. I mean, I'm not a big fan of courseplay really. I think it's just because of the scriptings and such. I like to do a lot of the stuff myself. There we go. Just that last little bit there. Yeah, there we go. One thing I was kind of interested that I never even noticed before. Now, the size of Sam Adams, oh, excuse me, was it kind of a big building? For any of you guys who haven't seen it, that is huge. Yeah. Looking at the size of
Yeah.
that against the price of it, it's kind of like, yeah, I think it's missing a few millions on there, personally.
don't know. It fits into what most of the tier threes are. It's
Yeah,
actually the highest tier three.
yeah, it just seems a bit cheap. I think it'd be more of a tier 4 to be honest. See, I'm looking at the size.
I don't
Obviously,
know.
looking at the size of it. Obviously, you got
It's
yeah. So you got the doll, which is like not even half the size of it, and it's like 4 million. It's like yeah,
yeah, but it also has to do with the amount of products. The amount of
uh,
products that go into Dole
yeah.
versus what goes into Sam Adams.
Well, about the equal actually, both of them.
Not for the amount of products.
Yeah, they're about equal.
I
It may
thought there was
be.
double in Dole.
Oh heck no. Nah. Anyway, I'm sure it'll get sorted out for the next map. So looks about the same size as it was in 90. It is exactly the same size. All of the factories that have been converted are exactly the same size as they were in 19. And obviously, I did most of them, so I should know.
You should.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you do, but you should.
Yeah. Obviously, there's one or two that haven't come back from 19 but have been maybe changed, shall we say, for 22. For example, the glass factory. Bum, 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 bum. Obviously, on in 19 we had cornering, which was basically a huge warehouse. For any of you guys who haven't seen it yet, this is my take on it. So obviously, I didn't like the big warehouse. I had a lot of issues with textures and stuff when doing it. So obviously, I went through all the 22 maps and found a few buildings that I kind of liked. So for instance, the big blue building on the front here is off of the Alpine map, off of there. I think it's like a clothing factory or something, if I remember rightly. Obviously, I've stripped it back, and obviously, with the blue, it just seems to blend in as glass. Obviously, I've added barriers that work, some fencing going around, and obviously, got a nice little warehouse at the back here for storage and such. So, this is kind of like an updated version of the cornering that we had in 19, and I really like this, to be honest. And obviously, if you look at the glass at a certain angle, it does look totally transparent, like those top ones. Show off a lot better than the bottom. Obviously, there is a slight blue tinge to them as well, depending on the angle. But yeah, took a lot of work to do that. It's kind of like my first experiment, shall we say, that factory. There we go, let's get that going again. Yeah, exactly. Gonna be lurking for a while, but listen. Okay then, buddy. Cool. Yep. Obviously, that is one thing because obviously running seasons cycling or the season cycle plus precision farming it is for me, and I'm sure a lot of you guys as well are finding it is a lot of work. Because obviously I'm still in the first year, I guess is the best way to put it, um, of the precision farming side. So still getting the my score up to, if I remember right, it's about 79 on my score now. Oh, it's actually dropped to 77 again. It's weird. It seems some days it seems to go up to 79, and then the next time I look at it, it's like 77. I was like, what's going on? It's doing
I
my
don't
head
even
in.
bother trying to figure it out.
But the nice thing is, obviously, as long as it's over, if I remember right, it's 54. You will get obviously the bonus when you're selling stuff. So that is the main thing. So as long as if I can keep it around about where it is now, if not higher, I'm happy. I know there is people out there that's aiming for like the 100%, 100% on everything, but I, unless you do a heck of a lot of work, I cannot see that happening. Actually, one thing I did want to look at. Can I get rid of that blinking screen? Go away. Nope. Okay. One thing I wanted to look at. Oh, I might be zoom in a bit more. Up. Go away. How do I get rid of that blinking screen? I clicked on something and I don't know what. No. Is it that one? Yeah, there we go. So obviously I do have some fields that are very, very high, hitting like 100%. Wow, that's good. 99. That is what I'd like to aim for eventually. But then you've got obviously fields like this one here, which is 65%. Obviously, this is one that I had purchased literally right before I put and activated the precision farming. This one was a bit of a tricky one. I'm not sure why it was so low. I've only just recently bought this land here, so that's why that's only on 50%. And I still don't know why the grapes and all that are showing a percentage. Because as far as I'm aware, they're not actually meant to give you a score. And obviously this area hasn't had anything ploughed on it. Peanuts took a hit, but that field's done pretty well actually, 74% on the score. But yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy. Got 100% in some areas, so it's kind of hit and miss. This field I've just literally purchased, so hence the lower score. These ones are on the outskirts. Still a little bit of work there. Obviously that's mostly grass at the top, so I'm not surprised that they're 80 because it's literally cut. Quick fertilise and then carry on. Excuse me. So yeah, hopefully next time, um, next season, year, whatever, that'll be a little bit better. There we go. One thing I did do after my last stream, so it would have been what, 2 weeks ago. I went through. I wanted to try and up my score, fruit score, before planting. And just on this field alone, I used up all of my slurry just on that one field, which is kind of a pain. And yet you see people like Mr. Reaper and team there, they're doing it on a cropless field, and they seem to have gone for miles. So I have no idea what the difference is that they've done compared to me. And how are we getting on with Stream Raiders? So 4 minutes remaining on Stream Raiders. Any of you guys who want to join in, you're more than welcome to. !Raiders will give you the link in chat. We do have currently 89 units down. Nice one. So obviously it's going to be the last few minutes on that one. Hopefully we'll get another, at least one more battle in for today. Might even try and squeeze a second one, not sure yet. We'll see. Obviously 7 o'clock my time, which is in about 50 minutes, I will be ending the stream, looking to see who's out there if Mr. Dave isn't live. I'm to raid over to, as I do have a cat to medicate, washing up to do, and all that fun joy stuff. Kind of wish I.
Happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy.
Yeah, happy joy. Actually, I don't know if you guys have been watched any of it. It's Stranger Things. Just started watching it, and yeah, got to the second episode yesterday. Lots and lots of questions, that's for sure.
Yeah, my boys just got done watching it.
Yeah, obviously seen a lot of clips, and so I kind of know what's coming eventually, but obviously that's in like 2, 3, 4 seasons time. But yeah, definitely I think I'm gonna definitely do some binge watching of that over the next few days. That is for sure.
Binge
You,
watching. That's not good for you.
oh, it's really good for you. What are you on about? Waiting for the next season. Yeah, I think as far as I'm aware, from what I've seen, the last episode that was shown had, was it Metallica, Master of Puppets on that, wasn't it? If I remember rightly. Just grab you. Yeah, I would say I'm kind of the same, Bodine, but to be honest, I'm not. Um, I've got kind of a mixed interest in TV shows, and that I suppose is the best way to put it. But obviously, it was mainly on my wife. She wanted to see what it was like. She's seen like the reviews and stuff of it, so I thought, well, why don't we just shove an episode or two on, see how it goes. But yeah, she's definitely enjoying it so far. I'm glad it got a little bit of a gap there. That's good. Oh, fiddlesticks. Um, let's wiggle that bit. There we go. Please don't say I'm stuck. Oh, come on, come on, come on. There we go. Wow, it's not even hit the trailer. It's unloading. Nice. Kind of tricky that. There we go. Let's get you out of the way. Right, so if I park you there a sec, give me a bit of a marker then. And it's one there, yeah. And I'll check chat out in a second. Yeah, it's not bad little harvester that. Started to rewatch Game of Thrones. Nice. Actually got the oh, the prequel coming out soon, aren't they? And the Stream Raiders is now ready, so let's jump over there, get this battle underway. We've got 104 units got down. Oh my god, you go guys, go and give me a heart attack, you know that. So there we go. So good luck, guys. Here we go. Yes, I crashed. Yeah, it's got Matt Smith in it as well, isn't it? So definitely well worth gonna be watching that. Most definitely. House of Dragons, I think it's called, isn't it? Remember rightly. And congratulations, guys. Well done on another victory. Nice one. And the 4 random rewards are going to Don B here, Ditator, I think that is, Anzik, and Smeris. Wow, I love some of you guys' names. They're great. Well done, guys. And looks like I'm getting the reward as well. Let's grab that. Let's grab you. Right then, who are we going to go for next? Can I get that? Yeah, yes I can. Well, let's go for, because we're getting so many, this is probably where everyone's going to scarper. But let's go for a bit of a hard one this time. Also, if you do want to join in, link is now in chat. We've got 30 minutes on the clock for placing down. And let's see who I'm going to be placing this time. I have no idea, to be honest. I might put my little pyramid down. Right there to start off with. Obviously, we've got 30 minutes on the clock for that. Obviously, once the 30 minutes are done, I'll get that battle going. And then I'll kind of decide whether this is going to be the last one or not. Obviously, till then, I'm going to carry on my coffee harvesting. Obviously, I did want to try and show this off on a stream, really, because I haven't really seen like X-Man do it, or I know Dave hasn't even got coffees placed down yet. And yeah, I think it's kind of nice just to chill out, take it easy every now and again. And it kind of keeps a straight line as well. So one thing as well, while I remember, the planter, obviously NBC mentioned about it the other day, and a few people have mentioned, with the Jacktail planter, it does walk. Now I've had it with other equipment as well, but what I have done is I've sent a message to Connect Modding, who sort of did the map, and I believe also helped with the mods for Jacktail. Just letting them know, obviously, about the movement on that planter itself. So hopefully, at some point, there may be a update coming for that. And Mr. PV Mayor, how are you doing today? Have you ever had a truck not respond when using a wheel? Mine stopped working and won't even show up as an option. Well, actually, currently my wheel is so stiff, I can barely get it to move the game. So yeah, um, when it comes to technical issues, I'm definitely the wrong person to ask. Um, but yeah, I can get where you're coming from with that. I have no idea what is going on with the wheels. Well, see, I've got the G920. Now, normally it's not too bad, but the last few updates I've noticed to the software is really screwing up. And that could be the issue you're having as well. I know Dave, obviously he's got his new wheels, initially had a few issues. I think he actually mentioned that he's leaving it set to like default, or I think it might be in his old wheel, can't remember now. But he's leaving the settings set to default rather than actually the game settings. Turn it off and on again. Yeah, you could do that as well. Obviously, I've tried that a couple of times myself, and it don't work. It's kind of why I'm actually on keyboard and mouse again today. I really wish it's. I don't know if it's a farm sim issue or if it's the wheel issue or what. I got a feeling it's possibly farm sim. Not supporting the wheel, possibly. Yeah, it is definitely a weird friggin' thing, that's for sure. Actually, I wonder. Let me just check something a sec. Da, 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 da. Oh, that's probably why it's so heavy. It's had an update on my wheel. Oh, the software's changed as well. Can I set you to default and stay on default? Nope. Oh well. Yeah, that is just really heavy. Um, Let me just do something a sec, guys. Well, at least it's staying in the middle this time. Nope, can't do it that way. It'd be nice when you tab out of a screen that it keeps that setting. Let's see something. That. Centralize you. Let's drop that down a fraction. Oh, that's a little bit better. Let's see if I can actually use the wheel this time. Oop, helps if I did go through the settings as well for the pedals, so hopefully the brake should work a little bit better now as well on this thing. Right, let's minimize you. Yeah, I've done that and having the issue. I've tried on ATS and it's... Yeah, I think it's possibly the game software or something. With some wheels, they just don't seem to be supported anymore. There we go. Wow, that needs tightening. It's actually really friggin' annoying to be honest at times. There we go. Let's try that. That's a little bit better. I really need to sort out a proper mount for my wheel, I think. And which side are you on? That one would have to be the wrong side. Yeah, I'm not sure. So very, very weird. Did find out one thing. If you still have FS19 and play it, then switch back to 22. You have to go to G-Hub and change it to default. Yeah. Oh, and PVMAR as well. The other day you asked on NBC stream about pallet storage. Um, not sure if you got a proper answer, but yes, there is pallet storage for pallets now. Um, Obviously NBC has it in his pack already, but it goes into the same one as the rest of the stuff for the sawmill. Oh, fudging heck. Yep, I cannot drive with a wheel in this thing. I also
Fudge
added...
it.
Eh?
You said fudge a neck.
Yeah, fudging neck. Yeah, so if you come into here to storage, obviously one of these buildings, whether it's the shelving or these buildings, the one for the sawmill, whichever one it is, that one, that will actually hold, in addition to the stuff from the sawmill, pallets, and it will hold the barrels. The only thing I haven't tested is the barrels and how they spawn. So just to let you know, also in with the vodka factory, the Smirnoff stuff, I added the whiskey. I think it was. Yeah, the whiskey to it. So yeah. And thank you very much for the follow, Patrick140707. How are you doing today, buddy? And welcome to the channel. Right, I think it was just that last little bit there I was missing there. Makes things a little bit storage. Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure if Mr. Boomhauer has gotten through to updating his storage yet to add in obviously the stuff for Dell and Copper by Design yet. But I'd imagine that he's got pallet storage in that as well. Hey, Mr. Cope, how are you doing, buddy? Welcome back, and how are you feeling? I know you've had a bit of a rough time of it of late, but glad to see you're popping into some people's streams and that. You're feeling better? Good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it for sure. And what am I? Why am I not surprised? Like I said, everyone's just scarpered. Currently got 20 minutes remaining on Stream Raiders and only 2 units down. Oh man, I should have done a harder one sooner. There we go. I don't know. Oh well, not to worry. Is Dave going to stream? Have no idea yet. Um, Last we heard is he wasn't feeling very well on Wednesday, and I don't think he's been in Discord since. Obviously, I haven't seen him personally, so no idea. Sorry, were you going to say something then, Mr. NBC?
No, I was just going to say he hasn't been in
Oh,
since Wednesday.
yeah, okay. I think I've got enough space to get at least one more row in, and I'll put the tractor back up the far end. That's good. So I can tell you something funny. I was out with a friend, and then obnoxiously drunk kept hitting on her. I told him to back off, and he used a word I can't stand. So the first thing that came out of my mouth is a British word. Ah, yeah, yeah. It's the only problem when some people drink too much. They yeah, become total buttholes. Um, Storage for cotton bales. Yeah, that is obviously something I did ask them about. Haven't heard nothing yet. However, Bodine, there is a cotton storage out already. Um, if you do you have the logistics DLC by Hot by any chance? It's basically got pallet storage is in there, bale storage and such.
Hey, Cope.
Yeah, well, that's kind of cool. And if you're not sure what I'm on about, okay. In that pack, it's got a bale storage. It'll also hold cotton bales. It looks like the Horsefield stuff. So I've got some down here. So yeah, so if you got like this pack here, it's got like the shed there. You got a garage, pallet storage. In the same pack, there is which one is it? Is it that one? Nope, not that one. Give me a sec to try and figure out. So this one here, which is the bale storage, that also holds cotton bales. Because I actually wasn't sure myself. Somebody mentioned about it in a stream, so I actually put it down and put cotton bales into it, and it worked perfectly fine. So give that a try. But yeah, I think it'd be kind of nice if we had something smaller though, kind of like how they were in 19. Yeah, obviously I've maybe tweaked that one a little bit, and the same with that one. But yeah, give that a try. But yeah, yeah, it's a bit. The only problem I would have had it down if it was smaller, maybe. But by the way, thank you very much, Mikey Gamer SRP. Much appreciated, buddy, for the follow. Yeah, if it wasn't such a big building, I would have used it before now. But obviously, yeah, I know Boomer was thinking of doing one himself, which is kind of why I've kind of put a pause on doing anything myself. So I might actually look into creating a storage myself. It's a slightly smaller one, or even look at converting some from 19 that we had. I'm sure it can't be that hard. But yeah, give that a try. Um, Definitely does hold cotton bales as well. I was kind of shocked. There we go. Let's pop this up here. And that tree is definitely going to be right in the flicking way. But oh well, we'll work around it. There we are. But yeah, where are they? It'd be kind of nice if we had something similar to this. These little ones that did the cotton. I think maybe one day. Obviously, I've still not put them sheds down yet. That's something I do want to put down at some point. But I need to find a nice forestry area for them. These are on the in-game mod hub, but I know Team Miller's been using these a lot. And they're basically log storage. They're kind of cool. Also, you get ones with a shed, ones without. The only thing he did mention, and this is I'll mention it to any of you guys as well, is he hasn't been able to sell them, which is kind of weird. So yeah, just be wary. It may just be the one that he put down. I'm not sure.
He can't sell the logs.
Um, it's the actual building he can't sell. He wanted to move
Oh,
it somewhere
building.
else. Plus the logs themselves won't auto-load back onto a log trailer, so they have to be lifted
I'm
up by
not
hand.
surprised. They're probably not logs anymore. They're probably wood chips.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird how they've done it.
because that's been one of the things all along with Farm Sim.
Yeah.
Nobody's actually been able to figure out how to put a log in and get a log back out. You can put a
Yeah.
log in and get something that looks like a log, but the fill type's actually wood chips.
Yeah. I haven't really looked in the XML itself, see how it actually works. Whether it's wood chips, because it gives wood chips out as well as log. That's what it actually states as a log. So I think it's just a pallet that is called log. And how are you doing, the surfing cowboy? Yeah, small would be better. That's why I was hoping I would be. Yeah, but at least you got at least one building there that will obviously hold the bales, and you can spawn them back out in different sizes, different shapes and stuff, which is kind of nice. But yeah, how are you doing, Mr. Cowboy, surfing cowboy? I hope you had a good rest, sir. Tired? No, been awake since 3 a.m. Wow, really? That's terrible. Also, you do have 12 and a half minutes on Stream Raiders still remaining. If any of you guys want to join in, you're more than welcome to. Exclamation mark Raiders in chat. We'll give you the link. And obviously, if we don't get any more in, it's definitely going to be a lose-lose game. Because we've currently got 2 units down. Oh well. But yeah, I am definitely thinking the next plot of land I'm going to be buying is this one. Just to get rid of that friggin' tree. Oh, heck. Here we go. Come on, come on. Line up, line up. There we go. Oh yeah, it did take them. Okay. I've noticed some of the coffee doesn't seem to disappear straight away when it's been harvested, so kind of interesting. But it is working anyway. That's the main thing. Leg pains woke me up and kept me up. I got about 4 hours sleep. Oh mate, that's not good. You on any medications for that? Mind you, I don't know what your what you call it, medical things are over there like. Obviously, the nice thing over here in the UK, we got like free medication for the most part through the NHS. It's kind of cool. But no, a lot of you guys have to pay, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Not good. Oh, have you ever noticed when you're playing, go from Satisfactory to Farm Sim, you start hitting the C key a lot to slide along the
Yes.
ground?
Yep.
I keep doing that as well.
And it doesn't
Oh,
work.
yeah, I know. I'm thinking, why is this not freaking work? I want to
Yep.
slide. Oh, mental. Here we go. Wood in, wood chips out. Yeah. Yeah, I really wish somebody would come out with a actual mod that stores wood logs.
Nobody's ever figured out how to do it.
Yeah.
Maybe with the new tree types that are coming out, might be able to get done. But
Maybe. You never know. You never know. Oh, you just checked the XML? Ah, okay. That is definitely a pain.
so
But,
when you're selling them, you're only getting the price for wood chips, not for logs.
yeah.
Too.
Yeah. Oh, fiddlesticks. Go backwards. Oh, good. There we go. So one thing I am planning on doing at some point is this area here. I actually own it. These 3 plots of land is setting up Crystal Steel, PFs, the concrete obviously factory, steel factory, plus like Dell and Copper by Design up here in a row, or make it like a industrial area. Obviously, it's going to cost me a freaking fortune to put them down.
Probably two.
Or yeah. So that's what I'm aiming for, that little area. So that's kind of what I'm working on at the minute, is trying to save up the money for each of the factories for there. So obviously, if I can get a few, maybe a couple more in and around this area, because I've got a big grass area there. I don't really want to put another field in really, because obviously I want to try and work on factories. So I think I might work on a couple more factories, then use the money I get from selling those products into buying then obviously crystal steel and all that. Obviously the Dell is definitely one I want to get up and running at some point. But yeah, that's kind of like a long-term goal for that area really. But yeah, really need to try and figure out obviously the palette visuals so we can
Yeah.
start getting them put into the factories and such. So that's
All
one
right,
thing.
buddy. I got to go do a few things, but you have a wonderful rest of your stream, and I will talk to all of you later.
Alrighty, have a good one, Mr. NBC, and thanks for popping in.
You too. Not a problem.
Cool. Uh, flare up. Ah, right, yeah. Yep, not a good thing. Not a good thing. And while I think about it, oop, fiddlesticks. Why is that keep disconnecting from the Wi-Fi? I have no idea. For some strange reason, my internet has been really crappy today. 1 minute it seems to be perfectly fine, and then the internet has actually gone down at least 3 times this afternoon, and now the Wi-Fi itself has been playing up on my phone. Oy. I think I need, I think the biggest issue is obviously up the road they've been doing some more road works, and I'm wondering if they've messed around with the cables or something, or the junction box. I wouldn't be surprised if they've done that before. That is for sure. And while I think about it, make sure to go over, give Mr. NBC a follow, guys. Yeah, if you're not following him already. And I will turn around in just a sec. Make sure to check out Mr. Surfing Cowboy Gaming, who's currently living in Hawaii, the lucky Torag. He does stream, he does a lot of modding as well. I know recently most of his videos are more just chatting about plans for the future and such. And he's also been playing a little bit of Flight Sim. But yeah, if it wasn't for obviously Surfing Cowboy Gaming, we wouldn't have obviously the Autoload trailer back from 19 in 22. Absolutely love that trailer, I do. There we go. Actually, there is another one that trailer he's done, but I haven't actually used it a lot, and that's obviously the um heck, I can't remember what it's called. I call it a box trailer. I've actually got it on here, I think, still. Let me have a look a minute. Um, where was it? Was it that load loaders? Yeah, the Wabash. I still have it in here. Obviously, I did go through. Obviously, this is one of it that he did for Impact 7. Obviously, I've gone through, put the SGA logo on. I still need to fix that a little bit. It looks a bit random, a bit low on the front. But obviously, this will also auto load. Definitely a nice trailer that. Done an amazing job. Definitely something I'm not sure about is the auto load stuff. But one thing I do want to try and do at some point as well is a little bit of testing. So for any of you guys who've played 19, obviously on a lot of the or all the PV maps we had containers. And one thing I'd like to try and do is see if I can actually get them working with a current auto load trailer to see if we can actually get them back in to the game for 22. Obviously the storages that I'm working on at the minute, a lot of them used to output the big containers, which is kind of nice. So who knows if I can get that working or not. We shall see. Like I said, it is like a little side project, I suppose is the best way to put it. There we go. Put you there. Nice one. So let's see, we've got 20 minutes. Might be able to get some olives done as well. So off of all of that small row, I got 20, just over 20,000 litres, which isn't too bad, I suppose, of coffee bean. But yeah, that is freaking horrible, that wheel. It's really heavy. I occasionally watch DJ Goham. Yeah, I know there's a mod coming with containers and a container loader and all that. Oh, that is freaking ridiculous, that wheel. Okay, I'm gonna have to use the keyboard for steering, so apologies for any sudden movements. There we go. I used to actually watch DJ Goheimer every day, but obviously at the time I was on my laptop, so I kind of lost interest in mods, to be honest. But I do still watch him every now and again. I know he was at TwitchCon and FarmCom the last couple of weeks. Oh, blimey. 8 to 10 hours without any... Oh, that would be bliss, I think. I know my daughter she loves being on her phone and playing games and such, especially at the minute. She definitely couldn't cope without having that. Yeah, I seen it. Yeah, because that's currently in testing. Kind of interested to see how that actually works. Yeah, definitely interested in looking at that a little bit closer. Can I get you to behave this for a minute? There we go. Alright, so still making a few tweaks on the coffee house area. There we are. Heck, it's gonna be a little bit tight to get in there, so let me disconnect that back one, and I'll back in with each of these individually. Yeah, I know there was a pack out in 19 similar to that, and it, from what I understand, it locked in on the top of the containers or something. But obviously, the way that Dave set it up, he had them as a pallet that auto loaded. So, but yeah, I'm kind of interested to see how they work it for 22. There we go. Hey, Fat Dad, 1872. How you doing, buddy? Oh, cripes. Yeah, I cannot use this friggin' wheel. It's just not right. And Stream Raiders is ready as well. So we've got 3 allies down, so let's jump over there, get this battle done. As there's only a couple of people in there, it's going to be a quick one. So good luck, everyone who plays down. This is going to be over really quickly. I've got a feeling. I'm doing pretty good, thanks. Doing pretty good. We've got one, and there we go. Done. Yeah, so I think that's definitely going to be it for today. And yes, I'm going to keep playing that for now. Let me just grab my rewards there. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's see. Deal the next. Yeah, let's go with that. Wow, didn't even know that was there. Cool. Okay, so that is going to be it for Stream Raiders for today. Obviously, I've got only 15 minutes left, so it's kind of pointless getting another one up and running. Here we go. Alright, so one thing I do need to try and figure out is what else needs to go in here. I know I made it, but I ain't got a freaking clue. At least I've got some coffee in there at least. So let's go in here. So we're going to need to get some bananas, pecan. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to need to get a bigger coffee field, that is for sure. Blueberries, coca, mint, and coconut. So everything basically from orchards or the greenhouses. And that'll get that up and running. I'm going to change that to priority 1. Obviously priority 1 being the highest priority. There we go, there's that. Obviously if you haven't seen the coffee productions yet, obviously you will get banana pecan coffee, blueberry coffee, chocolate mint coffee, and then chocolate coconut coffee. Wow. Interesting mixes, but yeah, they are based off of real products, and I do like that building. It's quite nice, actually. It definitely turned out well. I wonder who made that then. Me. Hey, Mr. Jaren, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, exactly, Surfing Call. But that is something I'm going to be working on over the next couple of months. Obviously, if you missed it, I have already converted the product storage from 19, which is basically the one that has all the greenhouse and orchard products in it. I've done a couple of other ones, but I haven't actually finished them fully because I was trying to figure out the spawning and storage side of things. So yeah, that was fun and games trying to figure all that out. Had to basically look at Dave's storages, the ones that he's done, those buildings, to see how he's had it got it set up. I got it actually working the same game. I can actually show it off if you wanted. But obviously the container side of things for some of the other ones is definitely something that's probably going to be needed on the next map. And that's what they're for. And Farmer Marks, thank you very much for the follow. How you doing, buddy? Been trying to get back into FS lately, but finding it hard to find a good map to stick at. Yeah, I think my heart is definitely in on the PV maps. I'm definitely enjoying WolfCreek, which is the one we're on today. Depending on your play style, another good map is obviously NBC Acres by Mr. NBC, who was here just a little while ago. And then you got Uncharted. Obviously, that is, if you want to explore your creativity, that is definitely the map to go for. And basically, all three of those maps can be downloaded through the mod folder switcher off the SGA website. There we go. Definitely well worth it. Twitch unfollowed you. Yeah, it could have been where you changed your name. Farmer Marks there. Maybe, I'm not sure. There we go. So there's that. Coffee is now complete. Let's just save that a sec. Alright, Mr. Dave. You take it easy, mate, and hopefully you're feeling better soon. Bad infection, eh? Yipes. Yipes. Yeah, get your butt off to the doctors and get some anti-inflammatories or antibiotics. So what I could do is go sort them out. I think let me tab through and find a trailer. I know I've got some somewhere around here. So this is one of the areas I'm sort of setting up at the minute. That's a not bad little truck actually, guys. If you're into, you sort of definitely good for mining. I did up the capacity a little bit though. Adds fish. Yeah, Mr. Jaron, is that the one by Horsefield or Hot that lot? Because I know that they've done a fish um, production. Oh, right, for pallet storage. Okay, yeah, got you. Yeah, modding's kind of a. Once you've done it a few times, Fat Dad, it is really simple. Obviously, breaking that first initial little bit of modding is kind of hard, really. So, for example, and I know a lot of the guys here already know it, is obviously on this map, and obviously any PV slash SGA maps. So obviously, what WolfCreek, MC Acres, Uncharted, Volcano Island, and Goldcrest Extended. All those maps run basically off the same mod pack, and this is me personally. Okay, I've actually converted quite a few of the buildings on here. Just gonna have a quick flick through. So that's one that I created from a ing. Oh heck, that sign has changed. That's not good because that should have the logo of the building, the company. Um, that's gonna have to be fixed somehow. But things like, for instance, what have we got in here? So beehives. So obviously we've got bee production. Obviously this is one that I've converted from 19 for Dave, along with obviously the sheds as well, the individual sheds as well there. That I did. It was kind of hard, but I got there. Um, but quite a few of these buildings here now. For instance, that's another one that I've done. That was McCain was actually the first one that I actually did, and thanks to Mr. Dajnet or Dave, he's actually pushed me into doing other things. So, for instance, like this one, that's also got the doors that open. On the right hand side there, it's got a like a pusher belt. I had to try and figure out how all that worked. One thing I do need to sort out actually is the loading trigger where the silo is. That one I've done, and pretty much most of these tier 3, tier 4 stuff is stuff that I've done. Obviously, Mr. Not So Grumpy Dwarf, he's even put his little um, stock production in. Thank you very much for that. But all of these I've converted from from 19 to 22. The Peanut Factory, huge issues with some of these, but Dave had a lot of confidence in me to get it done. I was also able to get some visuals going as well within some of the actual factories, which is kind of cool. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'll carry on filling up the coffee place. I'm just going to jump over to my test map to show you what I've been working on. Obviously, it's going to be for when the 16x maps comes out that Dave's basically working on at the minute. The black screen's going to go blank for the minute. Um, just bear in mind. I'm just reloading. Maybe. Will it? Oh, not good. Then it's basically the first one I've actually got working correctly how I wanted it to work. Just make sure that it's still loaded in here. I know Mr. Dave's hopefully still lurking out there, so he's not even seen this yet. I'm hoping it's still in here. P, I'll be under P, won't it? Pepper Pig, where's Pepper Pig? Yeah, so it's going to be this one here, the product storage. Like I said, and they're really cool. Yeah, take your time actually. Surfing Cowboy. Big thing is when you're playing too much, modding too much, you do get really burnt out. I forgot the name. Let me look. Okay, I know. Oh, who else was it? The Snake. Was making a fish production as well. But I know on the Hot website, the same people that did like the Bale Storages and the Horsefield stuff, they've also done a fish production as well. So yeah, a lot of those factories have been a bit of a pain at times to actually get working, but it's nice. So it's like these two over here, the Dell factory and Copper by Design. They're the last factories that actually have come out. They took me a fair while to sort them out, get all the pallets loading correctly. So all these pallets are the ones from 19 that I had to convert as well. Got them working. But yeah, this is what I am currently working on, is these big warehouses, storages. So obviously at some point, I'm hoping, um, obviously all these pallets inside, if we, or if Dave can, figure it out, is we're going to have the pallets being spawning in. So when you're loading a product in, these are going to start kicking in and showing themselves. Kind of like how the bale storages work at the moment. Obviously, there is one stack I do need to take out because we haven't actually got them, and it's the raspberries. I'm not sure which one it is. I think it's that one there actually. I need to take them out because there's no raspberries in the map. But yeah, obviously I have been able to get the doors working. So obviously you got your main door there. Triggers just sort of around about the center in here on each side. But also you've got a little door on each one. As you can see, there's one just there, one here. Literally right in front. The doors will open, and you can actually walk in, which is kind of nice. There we go. So you can close that door there. You can open that up. And for anybody who hasn't seen it, obviously right here you've got the buttons, which are going to control the pushers. So obviously you just walk up to it, hit the button, your left mouse button, and obviously that's going to push your pallets to the front. One thing I do want to do is have them spawning a little bit further back, so that will work, and possibly even move the pushers back a bit, so that this maybe stop around about here. So it's still a bit of work in progress, this is. And yeah, it's definitely getting there. Got the lights working inside and out, the doors going. But yeah, it's just really that spawning at the moment I need to tweak a little bit. But obviously this is still an early one. Obviously I've put some apples in there, so let me grab that out. As you can see, they are spawning right at the end here, so I just hope that other one didn't go underneath. No. The first ones I had spawned underneath the beacon this area, which was kind of a pain. But what I want to try and do, let me open that again, is have these sort of spawning a little bit further to the back. It's taking a little bit of tweaking, so I'm kind of thinking around about here for them to spawn, maybe 2 layers, 1 or 2 layers. Let me bring that there, and then have them. So you have to push them out to the where your trailer is by the pusher. So both of them do work. kind of thinking of having it stopping around about, yeah, so somewhere around about here, so it's close to the edge, so you can still load them on. Obviously, this area is where you can pull up your trailer to load them on. This is where you're going to be unloading them, hence the unloading zone. So it's exactly the same as it was in 19. But these are what I'm basically working on now. Is trying to get all the ones that we had in 19 into 22. Obviously, one thing that isn't going to be there is the displays. Obviously, you can just walk up, you can get like the little pop-up information screen there, if you wanted to. In addition to that, I don't know if I've got them in here. I'm hoping I do. Where were they? Tools. Obviously, you do have these little displays, and what you could actually even do is just put a couple of them on the side, or even just the one actually, to be honest. Because obviously, once one screen is full, it will flick between the different screens. So if you've got lots of products in there, it's going to bounce through. So yeah, there you go. Well, the thing is, this is something that DashNet has done. Obviously, I've just converted it, which is a really simple. Well, I would say simple, but it's been kind of a pain in my butt. But obviously, doing these factories over here is exactly the same process. It's actually very simple. It's basically getting the animations. That has been the tricky part, working. But yeah, it is kind of cool. So hopefully we're going to have at least, I think it's about 12 to 15 of these warehouses set up. Hopefully by the time the map comes out, which will be end of the year, we'll be able to figure out all the pallet spawning visuals and stuff. Obviously I've still got to tweak the spawning area. Oh, Mr. Bird. And then get the rest of those working as well. So that is what I'm going to be working on over the next few months. No great rush. Obviously, I do have a cotton gin at some point to possibly get in to the current maps. But yeah, that is what I'm working on, just so you guys are aware. But they, like I said, they are going to be for the next map. Don't expect them anytime soon. That is for definite. But yeah, I really do like those buildings. Those curves and stuff. It's really kind of cool. But anyway, guys, that is a little hint to what's coming soon. And that is me going to wrap the day up. There are freaking huge. Hopefully, actually, if we can get those pallet viz working as well, we might even be able to get the buildable versions back as well. Now that would definitely be cool. So basically, what would happen is you'd be placing down an area that's fenced off, same as it was in 19. Obviously, add your products into maybe an additional trigger, maybe over here, and then as you put your products in, the building will start building itself. That is what we're kind of aiming for eventually. But obviously we do need to figure out those pallet viz for inside at least. But that's what I'm going to be working on a lot. Did I just open that door? I did. Look at that. Ain't that clever? There we go. So I am definitely happy with that. That's cool. Anyway, I need to find somebody to raid, because I do need to get off and do a few things. So let me jump over to the ending screen. Obviously, unfortunately, Mr. Dashnet is not well enough to stream. So let me get some credits rolling and say a big, big, huge thank you to all you guys out there. Obviously, Mr. G Dog for his resub for 7 months, 9 months in total. Wow. Obviously, Mick Gaming 20. Thank you very much for the raid. Along with the follows from Patrick 140707, Mickey Gamer, Game SRP, and Farmer Marks. Again, thank you very much, guys, for coming out today as well. Obviously, I'm hoping to be back on Wednesday. Obviously, it's going to be with my daughter. No idea what game I'm going to be showing off. It's just going to be whatever she decides to show. If you want to know more about modding, I would check out Dajnet. Um, when he streams, he does a fair few um, vlogs or streams doing like map creating stuff like that. But he also has a few there where he's creating placeable or whatever. Also, check out YouTube. That is another good place for modding tutorials and stuff. Definitely well worth having a look on there. But what I'd do is, if you wanted to, maybe just start simple. Maybe grab a placeable from one of the maps, export it, make it into a placeable if you wanted to, and then just go from there. But it's definitely a fun thing to do, that's for sure. Bum, 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 bum. I do know that
I mean, you're
Dashnet
just gonna have to pick one and go
hang on,
for it.
has a plan for doing a lot of his modding videos from the maps is going to be going up onto YouTube. So definitely check him out on YouTube as well. And that's Dajnet, Dajnet, same as his Twitch there. So let's have a little look. So we got Gamer Dragon. I think we're gonna. Cool. So a bit of a choice for you guys, and it's entirely up to you. So we have Gamer Dragon TV doing a bit of FS. We've got Red Dirt Ranch streaming FS22 as well. Mr. Wheels 247, who's obviously an SGA member, doing Star Citizen. We do have Mr. G Dog, who was in chat earlier, doing a bit of Builder Simulator. Might be worth checking that out. And obviously Cowboy Mike's doing Old Country Life on FS22. So, if you've got any recommendations, you're more than welcome to pop them in chat. If anybody wants to check out the guys I've just mentioned, let me know as well. If not, I'll try and figure out who to go for. Bam, bam. I've got a feeling I might do Red Dirt actually, because I've never actually raided him. I know he's raided a lot of like Dave's maps and stuff like that. He's doing Spring Creek, which is a 36x map. Got Gamer Dragon. Don't know, doesn't say. How about we go over and see what Mr. Red Dirt's doing? Modos. Okay, let me check them out quickly. Oop.
There's something up there.
Let's see. Just try to get past the ads at the minute. Ooh, that's a film that I wouldn't mind actually checking out. Prey. It's the same guys, basically the Predators. If any of you guys have watched the Predator films, it looks kind of cool actually. Oh, they're on the Hot Belleron map. Okie dokie, Surfing Cowboy. And then we'll go over and check them out. So guys, we're going to check somebody new today. Let me just grab them. So obviously guys, stick with this. Show her a bit of SGA love, okay? Hopefully she's PG. Obviously I haven't got a clue to be honest. Yeah, she may not be PG though. Okay. Yep, thank you very much Far Cry for popping in, buddy. So yeah, we're going to go over, check her out, see what she's like. Obviously she may or may not be PG, but she is doing a bit of FS22 on the Hot Belleron map. Obviously, like I said, I will be back definitely Wednesday next week. Whether I can get a one in on Monday, not sure yet. We will see on that. But at least for now, have a great weekend, guys, and I will catch you again soon. Bye for now.